We will now have a benediction by Shri 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 Yadugiri Yatiraja Narayana Ramanuja Jiyat of Shri Yatiraja Math. The present Shri Shri Yadugiri Yatiraja Narayana Ramanuja Jiyat, who ascended the Peetham in November 2014, is the 41st pontiff of the Yatiraja Math. He has founded Shri Ramanuja Seva Trust in 1981 for the propagation of Shri Ramanuja philosophy through various socio-religious programs. The current Jiyar, Shri 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 Yadugiri Yatiraja Narayana Ramanuja Jiyar, is a synonym of selflessness. Inspired by the spiritual principles of Shri Ramanuja, His Holiness blended them with his own principles of social service. With his sober smile and saintly attire, he attracts anyone who meets him. He has created institutions in all aspects and walks of life to convey a serious message to society, be it in the field of music, literature, medical assistance, or humanitarian needs. Thereby, he has become an institution in himself. This evening, we're blessed to have G.R. Swami with us, and I request him to inaugurate our online Vishnu Sahasranamam course with his benediction.
Janoramardhanam Deviki Paramatmanam Nande Jagadgurum Jiya Brahmapriya Guru Nila Amulyamyo Yadavatro Yatarishayate Om Namo Narayanaye Kyanudhana Tatparaha Kesho Bhutyo Itindraya Tasmaityan Nityamangalam Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum. ಇವತ್ತು ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಪವಿತ್ರವಾದಂತಹ ದಿನ. ಇದೊಂದು ಪರ್ವ ದಿನ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ದ್ವಾಪರ ಯುಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಕುರುಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ಏಕಾದಶಿಯಂದೇ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮದ ಅವತಾರ ಆಯಿತು. ಅದು ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಸಮ್ಮುಖದಲ್ಲಿ ಭೀಷ್ಮಾಚಾರ್ಯರಿಂದ ಈ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮದ ಅವತಾರ ಆಯಿತು. ಅದು ದ್ವಾಪರದಲ್ಲಾಯಿತು. ಆದರೆ ಈ ಕಲಿಯುಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದು ಇಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಂದೀಪಿನಿ ಗುರುಕುಲ ಇದೇ ಏಕಾದಶಿಯಂದು ವಿಷ್ಣು ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮ ಪಾರಾಯಣ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಇವತ್ತು ಶುಭಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನಮಗೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಸಂತೋಷ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಆನಂದ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಮಹಾಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಎರಡು ಅನರ್ಘ್ಯ ರತ್ನಗಳು, ಒಂದು ಶ್ರೀಮದ್ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆ, ಭಗವಂತನ ಮುಖಪದ್ಮದಿಂದ ಕಲಿತಂತಹ 300 ಶ್ಲೋಕಗಳ ಗೀತೆ. ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಅದೇ ಮಹಾಭಾರತದಲ್ಲಿ ಪರ್ವದಲ್ಲಿ ಬರುವಂತಹ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮ. ಇದೆರಡೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನಕ್ಕೆ ಸಂಜೀವಿನಿ. ಈ ಎರಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು, ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನ ಪರಿಪೂರ್ಣ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲ ಈ ಮನುಷ್ಯ ಜೀವನವನ್ನ ಸಾರ್ಥಕಪಡಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆ ಬೇಕು, ಇದೊಂದು ವಿಷ್ಣು ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮ ಬೇಕು. ಗುರುಕುಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಂದೀಪಿನಿ ಗುರುಕುಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಂದೀಪಿನಿ ಹತ್ರ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಬಲರಾಮ ಸುಧಾಮರು 64 ದಿವಸಗಳ ಕಾಲ 64 ವಿದ್ಯೆಗಳನ್ನ ಕಲಿತು ಗುರುದಕ್ಷಿಣೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟು ಬಂದರು. ನಮ್ಮ ಕಲಿಯುಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಅದೇ ಸಾಂದೀಪಿನಿ ಗುರುಕುಲ ಕಳೆದ 18 ವರ್ಷಗಳಿಂದ ಆ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಮುಖಪದ್ಮದಿಂದ ಬಂದಂತಹ ಆ ಭಗವದ್ಗೀತೆಯನ್ನ ಸಾವಿರಾರು ಜನಕ್ಕೆ, ಸುಮಾರು 36,000 ಜನದ ಹೃದಯ ಕಮಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಕೃಷ್ಣನನ್ನ ಪ್ರತಿಷ್ಠಾಪನೆ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ರೋಹಿಣಿ ಚಕ್ರವರ್ತಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಅವರನ್ನ ಹಾರ್ದಿಕವಾಗಿ ಅಭಿನಂದಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇವತ್ತು ಆ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಮುಂದೆ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ದೀಪವನ್ನ ಹತ್ತಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಕುರಿತಾದಂತಹ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಸಹಸ್ರ ಭೀಷ್ಮಾಚಾರ್ಯರಿಂದ ರಚನೆಯಾದಂತಹ ಆ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಸಹಸ್ರಾಯಣವನ್ನ ಇಡೀ ವಿಶ್ವಾದ್ಯಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಿರಿಯರು ಈ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮವನ್ನು ಹೇಳಬೇಕು, ಅದೊಂದು ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಮ ರೋಹಿಣಿ ಚಕ್ರವರ್ತಿ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಉದ್ದೇಶ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ಅದೇ ಏಕಾದಶಿ ಅಂತ, ಅದು ಭೀಷ್ಮೇಕಾದಶಿ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಇದು ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ಏಕಾದಶಿ. ಇವತ್ತು ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ನಗರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಆ ಭೀಷ್ಮೇಕಾದಶಿ, ಕಲಿಯುಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣ ಏಕಾದಶಿ. ಯುಕೆ, ದುಬೈ, ಸಿಂಗಪೂರ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ದೇಶಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ಭಾರತದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ, ಚೆನ್ನೈನಲ್ಲಿ, ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಿನಲ್ಲಿ, ಇಂತಹ ಅನೇಕ ನಗರಗಳಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಿರಿಯ ನಾಗರಿಕರೆಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ಕುಳಿತು ಆ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮ ಪಾರಾಯಣವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಕೃಷ್ಣಾನುಗ್ರಹ ಆಗಲಿ. ಇಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡೀ ವಿಶ್ವ ಅಲ್ಲೋಲ ಕಲ್ಲೋಲ ಆಗಿರುವಾಗ, ಇಡೀ ಜನಜೀವನ ವ್ಯಸ್ತವಾಗಿರುವಾಗ, ಮನುಕುಲಕ್ಕೆ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಆಪತ್ತು ಒದಗಿರುವಾಗ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಭಗವಂತನ ನಾಮಸ್ಮರಣೆ. ಈ ಕಲಿಯುಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಗವಂತನ ನಾಮಸ್ಮರಣೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇವತ್ತು ಭಾರತದ ಸ್ವಾತಂತ್ರ್ಯ ದಿನಾಚರಣೆಯ ದಿನ. ಇವತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಷ್ಟ್ರದ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳು ಸನ್ಮಾನ್ಯ ಶ್ರೀ ನರೇಂದ್ರ ಮೋದಿಯವರು ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲ ಭಾರತಕ್ಕೆ, ಇಡೀ ವಿಶ್ವಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಸುದ್ದಿಯನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಈ ಕೋವಿಡ್ಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲೇ ಲಸಿಕೆ ಭಾರತದಿಂದ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಇಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಮಂಗಳಕರವಾದಂತಹ ದಿನ ನಮ್ಮ ರೋಹಿಣಿ ಚಕ್ರವರ್ತಿ ತಮ್ಮ ಸಾಂದೀಪಿನಿ ಗುರುಕುಲದ ಆಶ್ರಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಡೀ ವಿಶ್ವಕ್ಕೆ ವಿಷ್ಣು ನಾಮಾವಳಿಯನ್ನ ಅವರು ಪ್ರಸಾರ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಅವರಿಗೆ ಹಾರ್ದಿಕವಾಗಿ ಅಭಿನಂದಿಸ್ತಾ, ಈ ಇಡೀ ವಿಶ್ವದ ಎಲ್ಲ ದೇಶಗಳ, ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಿರಿಯರು ಈ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮ ಪಾರಾಯಣವನ್ನ ಮಾಡಿ ಭಗವಂತನಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾರ್ಥನೆ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಂಡು, ಭೀಷ್ಮಾಚಾರ್ಯರು ದ್ವಾಪರ ಯುಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತ್ಯಕ್ಷ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಗುಣಾನುಭವವನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಪರಸ್ವರೂಪವನ್ನ ಕಂಡ್ರು, ಧರ್ಮಸ್ವರೂಪವನ್ನ ಕಂಡ್ರು, ವ್ಯೂಹ ರೂಪವನ್ನ ಕಂಡ್ರು, ವಿಭವಾವತಾರವನ್ನ ಕಂಡ್ರು, ಅರ್ಚಾವತಾರವನ್ನ ಕಂಡ್ರು, ಕೃಷ್ಣಾವತಾರವನ್ನ ಕಂಡ್ರು ಈ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮದ ಮೂಲಕ. ಕೊನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಭೀಷ್ಮಾಚಾರ್ಯರಿಗೆ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಶ್ರೀವೈಕುಂಠದಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಪರವಾಸುದೇವ ಭಗವಂತ ಹೇಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ ಅವನ ಪ್ರತ್ಯಕ್ಷ ರೂಪವನ್ನು ದರ್ಶನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದು ಎಲ್ಲೋ ಕುಳಿತು ಏನೋ ಬರೆದಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ, ಪ್ರತ್ಯಕ್ಷ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಮುಂದೆ ಭೀಷ್ಮಾಚಾರ್ಯರು ಹಾಡಿದಂತಹ, ಹೊಗಳಿದಂತಹ, ರಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿದಂತಹ ವಿಷ್ಣು ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮವನ್ನ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೃಷ್ಣನ ಶ್ರೀ ಚರಣಗಳಿಗೆ ಸಮರ್ಪಣೆ ಮಾಡಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೀವನವನ್ನು ಧನ್ಯರಾಗಿಸೋಣ. ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಇರೋ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲೇ ಕುಳಿತು ಆ ಕೃಷ್ಣಾನುಭವವನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋಣ. ಇಡೀ ವಿಶ್ವಕ್ಕೆ ಒಳಿತಾಗಿ. ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲ ಆಚಾರ್ಯರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ಸಾಹಿಲೋಕ ಈ ದೇಶ, ಇಡೀ ವಿಶ್ವ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರಬೇಕು. ಅದು ಇಂತಹ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಸಂದೀಪಿನಿ ಗುರುಕುಲ ನಮಗೂ ಅದಕ್ಕೂ ಅನನ್ಯವಾದಂತಹ ಸಂಬಂಧ. ಅವರು ಮಾಡುವಂತಹ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೂ ನಾನು ಭಾಗವಹಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ 28,000 ಜನರು ಗೀತೆಯನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದನ್ನು ಕೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆನಂದ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಸತ್ಕಾರ್ಯವನ್ನ ಮತ್ತೊಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಸೇರಿಸಿ ಆ ಕೃಷ್ಣಾನುಭವವನ್ನ, ವಿಷ್ಣು ಸಹಸ್ರನಾಮದ ಯಜ್ಞವನ್ನ ಇವತ್ತಿನಿಂದ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇದು ಪ್ರತಿ ಶನಿವಾರ 6 ಗಂಟೆಯಿಂದ ಪ್ರಾರಂಭ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಒಳಿತಾಗಲಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ರೋಹಿಣಿ ಚಕ್ರವರ್ತಿ ಸಾಂದೀಪಿನಿ ಗುರುಕುಲದ ಎಲ್ಲ ಅವರ ಬಂಧುಗಳೆಲ್ಲ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರ್ಲಿ. ಅವರು ಇಂತಹ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಕೈಂಕರ್ಯವನ್ನ ನಿರಂತರವಾಗಿ ಮಾಡುವಂತಾಗಲಿ ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಆಶಿಸ್ತಾ, ಆ ಕೃಷ್ಣಾನುಗ್ರಹ ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರಲಿ. ಲೋಕಾ ಸಮಸ್ತ ಸುಖಿನೋ ಭವಂತು. ಶ್ರೀಮದೇ ರಾಮಾನುಜಾಯ ನಮಃ.
Miss Shanta K. Murthy, please switch off your video. Rohini ma'am, you have to unmute yourself.
I'm not able to.
Ma'am, you're audible. You can continue.
Yeah. With the blessings of Lord Krishna, yeah. So with Lord Krishna's blessings and the blessings of our dear Swamiji, we will begin the learning of Vishnu Sahasranama every Saturday from 6 to 6:50 p.m. And all of you, please keep your time fixed for this. Let this be your priority on Saturday evening. Let this be on the top of the list. Yeah. Now, what is Vishnu Sahasranama? Vishnu Sahasranama is the 1,000 names of Vishnu. Sahasra means 1,000. See, most of you know what it is, but I just want to give it for the benefit of those who don't know. Yeah, it is 1,000 names of Lord Vishnu. Is Vishnu Sahasranama, and this comes in the great epic called Mahabharata. So in that great epic called Mahabharata, you have two gems. Just now our Swamiji told that Anarghya Ratnas, they are the two great gems that come in. They are the extracts of the Mahabharata. One is the Bhagavad Gita and the other is the Vishnu Sahasranama. 1,000 names of Vishnu. And this comes in the 149th chapter. It is in the 149th chapter, Adhyaya of Anushasana Parva of Mahabharata. So in the Mahabharata, you have various parvas. Because whenever you have a doubt in Vishnu Sahasranama, then where do you go back to? To the Mahabharata, to the Anushasana Parva and the 149th chapter of the Anushasana Parva. So this is an extract from there. And this Vishnu Sahasranama was actually given to Bhishmacharya by Sanaka. Sanaka Muni, he taught this to Bhishmacharya, and later Bhishma in turn told this to Yudhishthira in the presence of Bhagavan Shri Krishna. So Shri Krishna was there. Bhishmacharya was lying down on the bed of arrows. Krishna takes Yudhishthira to Bhishmacharya and asks Bhishmacharya to teach Yudhishthira not just the Vishnu Sahasranama but a lot of other Shastras. And Yudhishthira asks Bhishmacharya a few questions. All that we will see when we start the learning. And in reply, as an answer to Yudhishthira's questions, Bhishmacharya is giving this Vishnu Sahasranama to Yudhishthira in the presence of Bhagavan Shri Krishna. This happens in the presence of Bhagavan Shri Krishna. And now what is it that we all should do? We have a lot of misconceptions. Let's clear those misconceptions. When should you chant Vishnu Sahasranama? Is there a time? There is no time. You can chant it at any time you want. You can chant it at any place you want. And all this I am not telling. These are all given by Adi Shankaracharya. He says Vishnu Sahasranama can be chanted at any time. It can be chanted anywhere. And there is no need of any ritualistic pursuit. No rituals involved when you have to do the Vishnu Sahasranama. Only thing is, you must have Shraddha. Shraddha is a great thing which you have to bring in. What is that Shraddha? Shraddha is faith. Have faith in the text. Have faith in the scripture. Have faith in the efficacy of the mantra. This mantra has so many benefits. So many benefits. Have faith in the mantra. Have faith in the efficacy of the mantra. Have faith in that teaching and have faith in the teacher. This is the only thing which you have to bring with you. Shraddha. Have faith in the words of the teacher. Have faith in the teaching. Have faith in the scripture. And have faith in the efficacy of the mantra. It works wonders. Actually, what happens, there is a small story of the importance of Vishnu Sahasranama by Adi Shankaracharya. There is a small story. It seems when Shankaracharya wanted to write his first commentary on Upanishads, Shankaracharya wanted to write his first commentary on the Upanishads. He calls his disciple, one of his disciples, and he says, please go and bring the Taittiriya Upanishads. So that he wanted to read that and then write a bhashya, a commentary. The disciple goes and he comes back with the manuscript of Vishnu Sahasranama. And Shankaracharya sends him back again to get the Taittiriya Upanishad. Second time also, the disciple brings some other manuscript which has Vishnu Sahasranama. Again, the third time, Shankara sends another disciple. Please go and get the Taittiriya Upanishad. I want to write a commentary on that. And third time also, the same thing repeats. And a Vishnu Sahasranama manuscript only comes. And then Shankaracharya feels that it is ordained by that Lord himself, because otherwise 3 times the disciples, different disciples bringing the same Vishnu Sahasranama, when Shankara asks for the Upanishad, this definitely will not happen unless the God wills. So he says that this is an order from the Lord himself, and he takes it as an order, as a command from the Lord, and Shankaracharya writes the commentary first on Vishnu Sahasranama, and then only he writes his bhashyas on all other texts. So Adi Shankaracharya himself, in fact, has written 3 invocatory shlokas before commencing his commentary on Vishnu Sahasranama. And in that, the first verse, he salutes to Lord Krishna. He says, Krishna, you are such a great person. First to Lord Krishna, then he salutes to his Guru. In his commentary, the first thing that Adi Shankaracharya does. Because from nowhere he is writing a commentary on Vishnu Sahasranama. because the Lord himself asked him to write. So first he salutes to Krishna, then to his Guru, and then to Vyasacharya, Vedavyasa, because he is the one who has compiled this entire Mahabharata. And after Vyasa, then he writes another invocatory shloka on the Vishnu Sahasranamam itself. And then there is one more thing. That's why, and everywhere he has, Adi Shankaracharya has so much of respect for Vishnu Sahasranamam. That's why in all his works, Bhaja Govindam, he says, Geyam Gita Nama Sahasram. He says, come on, all of you, repeatedly chant what? Bhagavad Gita and Nama Sahasram. 1000 names of Vishnu. Geyam Gita Nama Sahasram. That's what he says in his Bhaja Govindam. And next he says, there is another thing which Adi Shankaracharya says, Alodhya sarva shastrani vicharyascha punah punaha vicharya cha punah punaha idamekam sunishpannam idamekam, there's a small typo there, idamekam sunishpannam dhyeyo narayana sada. Idamekam sunishpannam dhyeyo narayana sada. What does this say? After great vimarsha, after a lot of research, and after reading Sarva Shastrani, going through all the scriptures, finally Shankaracharya says, Idam ekam sunishpannam dhyeyo narayana sada. Finally Shankara says, just don't do anything. Dhyeyo narayana sada. Just meditate on, just chant, just recite, just make Vishnu, Narayana as the goal, sada, always. So now Shankara is advocating this to us. And then we have Charaka. Charaka, the great exponent of Ayurveda. See, this is why I am telling all this, is what is in it for us to do Sahasranama. Every Saturday, if we sit from 6 to 6:50 or 7 p.m., all of us will never want to do something without what is in it for me. If there is something in it for me, then I will engage in that action. So now I am saying, what all is there in it for us? So many things are there in it for us. So Charaka, this great exponent of Ayurveda, he has written a book called Charaka Samhita. All of us know that, the Charaka Samhita. And in that book, Charaka says that it's a foundational text, this Charaka Samhita. It's a Mula Grantha. So what does he say there? He says, if you chant the 1000 names of Vishnu, if you chant the 1000 names of Vishnu, Vishnu Sahasranama, or if you chant, actually it says, if you chant the 1000 names of the 1000-headed Vishnu, then what happens to you? All the jwaras will disappear. All the jwaras will disappear. What are the jwaras? All kinds of fevers. All diseases will be cured. That is what he says. It will just disappear. And Charaka says, in his Charaka Samhita, that Vishnu Sahasranama is the Sarva Jiva Rakshaka. So any health benefit that you want, don't do anything. Just go to Vishnu Sahasranama. Just pick it up and start reading. It works. 100% it works. Then any planetary influences. The next one, Graha Gati. Your, planetary positions are not in the right places. Don't worry. Chant Vishnu Sahasranama. In fact, chanting the entire Vishnu Sahasranama is just after you learn will only take about 20-25 minutes. If you don't have time, for your particular Janma Nakshatra, for your Janma Rashi, there is one particular shloka. You can just chant that one shloka also. for some, that is, if you don't have time, if you think you don't have time. Yeah. Next, coming to some more. What is in it for me? And I am not telling all this. These are all from different texts. The Padma Purana. If you take the Padma Purana, that's also one of the 18 Puranas. And there it says Vishnu Sahasranamam is a sure means for Papa Vimochanam. If you want all the sins that you have committed, knowingly or unknowingly, if you want those sins to be washed off, just chant Vishnu Sahasranama. And some texts say if you don't chant, it doesn't matter. If you don't know to chant, even just Shravanam. Shravanam is just listening to Vishnu Sahasranama. Repeated listening. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay, yeah. Just repeated listening to the Vishnu Sahasranama is going to give you so many benefits. And the Padma Purana says the first thing is Papa Vimochana, for sure. Next, Padma Purana says all the difficulties that you have, whatever the difficulties, it enhances the quality of your life. It fulfills all your desires. What is in it for me? Fulfills all your desires. Gives you quality life. It keeps away poverty. Daridra is not there. It cures us from all diseases. All the Vyadhi Nasha happens. It keeps away even from natural disasters. It wards off all evil spirits. It brings in lot of name, fame, recognition, position, gives you all possessions. Then it gives you the Punya Phala, very important, it gives you the Punya Phala of Yagdana Tapaha. So if you do some Yajna, worship, you get some Punya. If you do some Dana, charity, you get Punya. Tapaha, any kind of austerity, any kind of penance that you do, you get some Punya. If you go for a Tirtha Yatra, you get a Punya. So, what does Vishnu Sahasranama chanting or listening give you? It gives you package, the Punya of all these, Yajna, Dana,